My mother-in-law had been giving my son her own blood pressure pills to settle him down. I found out from the pharmacist, who assumed I already knew. I was picking up my own refill when the pharmacist leaned over the counter and smiled. "And how's little Noah doing on the metoprolol? Any better with the fussing?" I laughed, because I thought I'd misheard. "Noah's 4. He's not on anything." Her smile flattened. She tapped her screen, frowned, tapped again. "Your mother-in-law, Diane, she's been asking me questions for weeks. How much of her blood pressure medication would be safe for a small child?" I told her none. I told her repeatedly none. The floor tilted under me. What did she say back? She said she'd already tried half a tablet, and he slept like an angel. I don't remember driving home. I remember standing in my kitchen with my keys still in my hand while Diane sat at my table cutting a white pill in half with a paring knife, Noah in his booster seat beside her. "What is that?" I said. She didn't even look up. "He's been a terror all afternoon. This just takes the edge off. My mother did it with me. I turned out fine. That's your heart medication. It's a tiny amount." She pressed the half toward Noah's juice cup. "You'll thank me when he naps." I crossed the room and knocked the cup out of her hand. It shattered on the tile. Noah started crying. Diane stood up so fast her chair fell over. "You are hysterical," she snapped. "Do you know how many nights I've saved you?" He was up screaming, so I gave him a little, and he was quiet in 20 minutes. "I've been doing it since October." October. 4 months. My whole body went cold. "You've been drugging my son since October?" "I've been helping. Something you clearly can't do." She smoothed her blouse. "He's a difficult child and you're a soft mother." I fixed it. I got Noah out of the chair and held him against me. His heart was fast. Too fast or too slow, I couldn't tell, and that not knowing was the worst feeling I have ever had. "Get out of my house," I said. She laughed. "I'll tell my son exactly what kind of overreacting his wife is. He'll side with me. He always sides with me." That was the part she was sure of, that my husband, her son, would fold the way he always folded. I called him. He answered on the first ring. "Hey, what's— Your mother has been giving Noah her blood pressure pills for 4 months. The pharmacist told me. She just admitted it to my face." There was a silence so long I thought the call had dropped. Then very quietly, "Put her on the phone." I held it out. Diane took it, already smiling, already winding up. "Michael, your wife is out of control. She's—" I heard his voice come through the speaker, flat and loud enough that I caught every word. "Did you give him my son my medication?" Her smile slipped. "It's the same as— Did you give him my pills?" "A little, to help." "Michael, I'm calling an ambulance and I'm calling the police, and you are going to be standing exactly where you are when they arrive." She lowered the phone slowly. For the first time in 9 years, Diane looked afraid of him. I already had 911 on the other line. The dispatcher kept me talking while I counted Noah's breaths out loud. "Metoprolol, I think, half a tablet, maybe more. I don't know how much. She gave it to him in juice." "How long has this been happening?" the dispatcher asked. "Months. She's been doing it for months." Diane made a break for the front door. I stepped in front of it and put my back against it. Noah still on my hip. "You're not leaving before they get here." "Move," she hissed. "No." The paramedics came first, then 2 officers right behind them. They took Noah's vitals in my living room while I answered questions with a hand pressed over my mouth. His heart rate was low. Low enough that one paramedic looked up sharply and asked exactly how much a 4-year-old had been given, and for how long. Diane started performing. "I'm his grandmother. I was helping. This is a misunderstanding. I love that boy." The pharmacist had already called it in herself. The officer flipped his notebook shut. "Ma'am, the pharmacy has a record of you asking how to dose a child with a prescription that isn't his. We have the mother's statement. We have yours." He nodded at the cruiser outside. "You can explain the rest downtown." They walked her out in cuffs past the ambulance where they were lifting my son onto a gurney, and Diane turned her head to look at me one last time. I climbed into the ambulance and pulled the doors shut in her face.